tornadoes, tsunamis, etc., were organized and arranged by Happy Monday, and thank you for tuning in to the Weekly World Review. Today's top story: meteor showers are man-made. Something is happening in outer space that has resulted in oddities on Earth. It wasn't too long ago when the blood moon lifted a veil to have Bigfoot spotted in Times Square. While we can assume these phenomenons are tied with the Putin and Trump's Universal Reality TV series, others believe it could have to do with Saturn's rings that are slowly becoming extinct. While a meteor shower occurs nearly every summer season, this particular flare turned out to be a government distraction. Weeks leading to the shooting star escapade, which happens to be mysterious celestial remains floating in the vortex of infinite emptiness, sinkholes have emerged. On Friday, August 10th, a sinkhole formed in a parking lot at the Tanger Outlet Shopping Center in Lancaster, PA, as it has since expanded. Other sinkholes have included one near Denver, Colorado last month that was caught on video of it swallowing an entire SUV. People have been placing blame on weather conditions such as massive thunderstorms for the sinkhole in Bergen County as residents were evacuated from their homes. According to sources from the Beyond, similar to the theory that Antarctica has been the base of weather manipulation, that's right. For years, people have been discussing that major natural disasters, including hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, etc., were organized and arranged by scientists under government's orders. With that said, there is a similar base to manipulate weather from outer space. This, of course, includes meteor showers as well as the dust storm that took place on Mars not too long ago. However, when someone has more control than the mythological god himself, they have to face the consequences for selling their soul for powers to indulge in the third deadly sin, greed. Over the last decade, scientists have been testing out ways to control weather from outer space. Unfortunately, they have recently discovered that these experiments have caused strange occurrences on Earth, such as sinkholes. It turns out that after manipulating both the universe and Earth's weather simultaneously will result in catastrophic interference. The meteor shower that happened this past weekend turned out to be formulated by the government in order to hide the fact that the shooting stars over the last 10 years were part of the universal test, as each field star has secretly caused these mysterious sinkholes. Hashtag climate control.
Days are such a waste of time. I could be doing so much more. I need a new job. What the hell does he want? Yeah, I just saw you looking at me, Tarzan. Don't deny it. Wait, did I call him Tarzan?
This is so awkward. This is the worst. I can't stand this silence. Don't people realize if we all just talk to each other, we could be friends? I should say something. Anything. Do I say?
What a night to be alive. Everywhere I look, different faces, different opportunities, all craving that connection, an unspoken desire. Do I want easy or a challenge today?
What the hell's your problem? Don't act like I didn't see you. God, what is with people today? Maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Please, I just want to be home.
Should I talk about the weather? No, everybody talks about the weather. Be original, damn it. Society? No! Too heavy. What's the point of being liked if you're not honest? It's true. We're losing connection. I need to say something, God damn it!
They're all so fragile, so desperate for attention. Which means if you give it to them, they'll do anything. Everybody breaks. Every single one of them or challenge.
I'm sick of my problems. I'm sick of everyone else's problems. Everyone only cares about themselves. What's the point in trying to find a connection with anyone? You know, I try, but who am I kidding?
Who am I kidding?
Who am I kidding?
I need everything.
I hate everything.
I want everything.
And everything is me. Yay! Hey, how you doing? Having a good day? Yeah, that was a rhetorical question. Yeah, I heard you from a mile away. Pretty impossible to miss. I mean, no offense. Is everything all right? Are you going through something you can't talk about? Is that why you're acting like this? Sounds like you need a friend. Someone who can understand you, right? I mean, I can be your friend. I love being a friend. But I won't now. By the looks of it, you're just too far gone. We'll have to try a different approach. It's gonna hurt, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Don't fight it. Just let it be.
Thanks again for tuning in to the Weekly World Review. I'm Tasso Z, and today's story is a little person gets crushed during morning MTA commute. We get it. The New York City transportation system sucks. It's inevitable. The longer you wait for a train, the more packed it will get. While over 5 million commuters suffer the same frustration, there are those who have been affected far worse than one could ever imagine. According to news sources from the Beyond, Deborah Smalls, a little person who is reportedly 4'7", has been hospitalized after her morning commute. Little People of America report that the legal height for a midget, aka dwarf or little person to be politically correct, is 4'10". That's right, for those who are 4'10", check out your licensing, you will see it reading 4'11" instead, in order to avoid extra pesky paperwork. Moving forward, it was a typical Monday morning when Smalls grabbed her early cup of coffee as well as finding a seat on the train. Luckily for her, she resided on the far end of the queue line, which made it easier to wiggle her way to find a spot to sit down. As the train slowly passed by, Smalls unknowingly dropped her coffee, making a spill all over the floor as the little person appeared to be in a deep sleep. Later, when the train reached Union Square Station, which was one stop away from her planned exit at 34th Street Herald Square, a large, obese man who happened to be eating a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich accidentally sat directly on top of Smalls. Since Smalls was sound asleep, she had no immediate knowledge that she was going to be sat on. The man, whose name remains anonymous, claimed he didn't feel anything, especially sitting on anyone, and that midgets are a waste of space and shouldn't be riding the train in the first place. Smalls' unconscious body was discovered by passengers about an hour after the incident, which proves how much commuters pay attention to each other. At that point, the queue line was suspended for the rest of the day due to police investigation, and Smalls' body was taken to the nearest hospital. She is currently in an unconscious state with her arms and legs broken. Ironically, the obese man was taken to that same hospital the next day as he reportedly choked on the same type of sandwich after being frustrated from not finding a seat on the train. Hashtag karma. If you enjoyed that story, tune in next time. I'm Tasso Z, and this has been the Weekly World Review. Like, share, subscribe. You know what to do.
Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to the. I'm trying to get to.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm trying to get to Penn Station. Do you know how to? Do you know how to get there?
Over there, man.
Up there? Up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Can you go with us?
I'm gonna go right upstairs.
Can you go with us?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Happy Hump Day, and today's top story, Woman's Possessed by New Charles Manson Painting. We briefly discussed the power of possession not too long ago when a man accidentally killed his wife due to being possessed by Robert the Doll. Whether it's voodoo, witchcraft, demons, or even schizophrenia, possession comes in all forms, shapes, and sizes. There have been countless supernatural cases about this topic that range from the house in Gary, Indiana, having 200 demons that used to lurk inside the home, the case of Julia that was studied by psychiatrist Dr. Richard E. Gallagher back in 2008, the story of the Smurls family back in mid-70s, to the serial killer son of Sam, and many more. We have seen paranormal activity within dolls, households, objects, and now, according to sources from the beyond, a recent piece of artwork. You might recognize Zak Bagans on the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures. Well, he is also a collector and owns the Zak Bagans Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, which was open to the public in October of 2017. As one would expect, the museum holds an assortment of dark-themed items as well as ones that could cause possession. Recently, the museum received the painting of Charles Manson. Manson was a cult leader who formed the Manson family, which led to a series of horrific murders in the late 60s. Manson died in prison in November last year. With that said, the painting of this maniac was made with the blood of the artist as well as Manson's actual ashes. The painting came with a warning. Those who look directly into the eyes of the painting will face supernatural suffering. Unfortunately, one woman who recently visited the museum noticed this exhibit and stared directly in its eyes. A cold air circled the woman's body almost immediately after she made eye contact. Following her visit at the museum, her husband has reported her making violent threats as well as having screaming outbursts. Sadly, the woman has been missing for nearly 48 hours, as she was last seen climbing the Eiffel Tower in the middle of the Vegas Strip, and somehow, when she got to the top, her body completely evaporated shortly after. Hashtag evaportized.
Hey!
Kelvin!
Ferdinand!
It's Fernando. But, alright.
Alright,
What's going on, Kelvin?
just picking up some cheese for my main squeeze, Fiona.
Still your place, huh?
Yeah! I just got this new dog, so she's all over her.
Oh yeah? I just got a new dog too.
Your sister never mentioned you got a dog.
Yeah, that's because she hasn't been home for the past 5 months.
It's because she's at my place.
I know, Kelvin. You guys like getting serious or something?
I don't know.
So this new dog, what kind of breed is it?
Oh, get this. Super rare, totally one of a kind. Friendly, older, as precious as a butterfly atop of a lake showered in moonlight. She is a poodle. Mixed with a Spanish Maltese. Mixed with a different kind of poodle. Mixed with a Deep West Highland White Terrier. But like Deep West Highland, not like most West Highland White Terriers. No, Deep West. And 2 different kinds of poodles.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound
Spanish
like
Maltese, did I say that?
Yeah, you actually did.
Good, 'cause that's in there.
All right. You know, it's actually really funny hearing you talk about your dog that way because my dog is actually way up there. You know,
Up where?
at the top of the best dogs list, Kelvin. My dog is a half American Eskimo and half Persian Kipitaro.
What?
Persian Kipitaro, Kelvin. You heard me.
Persian Kipitaro?
Persian Kipitaro.
Okay, okay. You got a good one with you. I mean, it's not like my sweet old Gina. But...
Do you want to say that again?
Excuse me?
Dog off. My backyard.
You dare challenge me?
My Tweedles will show your Gina who's really the top dog!
I don't care if you are Fiona's older brother. Gina and I will not hold back.
My backyard. 3 p.m. Bring your dog.
You bring your dog.
Oh, it's our backyard. I'm already gonna be there. Kelvin. Fernando, but all right.
All right.
You sure your little football can withstand my young, gorgeous, and vibrant Tweedles?
My Gina can withstand anything. She has one of the most valuable traits any canine can have. Wisdom. Something I'm certain your pup lacks.
Oh, she might be young, but she is fierce.
Then show me. So how do you want to do this?
Classic dog off street rules. Are you familiar?
More than.
Great. Then I'm sure you're aware that any regulations sanctioned after 2011 in Appendix 1, 3, and 4 regarding canine
competitions outside the DCA will not apply unless otherwise mandated by a state representative. Are we doing this or not? Lady Gina and I have a haircut appointment at 4 o'clock.
God, I never hated someone so much. Let's do this. Tweedles, sit!
Gina, sit!
Tweedles, shake hands!
Gina, high five.
Tweedles, pose!
Gina, read.
Use invisibility.
Dance, Gina, dance! Gina, use the force.
You got it. Come on. Tweedles, BBQ.
Gina, make me arepas.
I'm still in, baby. I'm still in.
Same here, You've got you on the ropes now.
Tweedles isn't even breaking a sweat.
Lady Gina is straight up chilling.
We will destroy you.
Bring it, Ferdinand.
Fernando, but all right.
All right.
Let's send these babies to the moon, Tweedles.
Come on, Lady Gina. Let's show these goofs how it's done.
Tweedles. Tweedles, what's wrong? Tweedles, what's wrong, baby? Come here.
Looks like there's anarchy in your kingdom. Meanwhile, my Lady Gina remains loyal, right, Gina? Lady Gina? Hey, come on, baby, come on, what's going on? What's going on?
Tweedles, come here, baby.
Lady Gina, come on. Gina?
Tweedles!
Now, come here. Hey, seriously.
Tweedles, come here.
We're not playing.
I didn't sign up for this. Me neither. One moment I'm being groomed in a private adoption home, and the next thing I know, I'm stuck with this loose.
Oh my god, private adoption home? You don't mean St. Anne Lucia's Doggy Domes.
That's the one.
Oh my god, I've been trying to get into there forever.
It's quite easy if you know the right honors.
Do you want to ditch this shit show and grab some kombucha kibble?
I've been dying to try though.
Come on, Tweedles, baby, come on.
Lady Gina?
Tweedles!
Welcome back, and thanks again for tuning into the Weekly World Review. Today's top story, "The Sky is Blue," is just fake news. We all know about the color blue. It's everywhere, and you look at it every day in the sky, the ocean, in pigments of your favorite consumer goods, and even in our eyes. But what if we've been lied to this entire time about the fifth shade of the rainbow, and it's been considered as fake news all along? According to a journalist from the Beyond, developments in anthropology have revealed this startling discovery that the majority of early documented human history, that descriptions of the color blue and even words for the color blue did not exist. For example, Homer's The Odyssey, written in antiquity, describes the ocean as wine dark, but never once in the text uses the word blue to describe the color of anything. In a cross-cultural anthropological survey, the only ancient society that had a word for the color blue were the Egyptians, and that was because they were the only society at the time that had blue dyes. Egyptian blue of copper silicate was the first artificial color produced by mankind and was only applied to fine art and objects of religious significance. It takes no further inquiry than a look up on a clear day to know that just because a word might not exist to describe something doesn't mean that something isn't real. Or is it? Science has long acknowledged that the sky is not blue. It only appears that way because of a phenomenon called Rayleigh scattering, where longer wavelengths of light are scattered through a medium such as a liquid or atmosphere, leaving only short wavelength light for our perception. The journalist from the Beyond also mentioned that a study was taken on members of the Himba tribe in Namibia, who themselves did not have a word for the color blue, mostly failed to distinguish the colors green and blue in a side-by-side comparison. One could question if it's possible that our language influences our perceptions, or if it's possible that the perception of this color blue is a phenomenon humans have been conditioned to experience. Sources from the Beyond are currently doing further research on this case, wondering who is responsible for this and who blew it, and what was their intention behind the architecture of this ancient international conspiracy of lies. This makes us wonder if it's possible to unsee blue and to exorcise its phantom from our perceptual landscapes. Hashtag goodbye blue skies.
Hey bro, you ready for the meeting? Bro, you ready for the meeting? Hello? We have a meeting, bro. I told you. Everyone's waiting. You're fucking ready for the meeting, dude. Alright. So what's on the agenda today? I'm trying to figure out. Well, for one thing, I'm the fucking CEO. Remember that? I do. Didn't I say we're starting this company together? I didn't say that, but you're the fucking CEO. And listen, I gotta put my fucking foot down and say that I'm the fucking CEO, and you've been fucking rocking the ball lately, man. Listen, you gotta understand, when you fucking get involved with pie charts and graphs and fucking business and the industry, you're fucking in or out. So where you stand, dude? Where you fucking stand? I'm telling you on that. I've been telling you on that. After the fucking shit you pulled last Tuesday, dude, are you fucking in? Are you with me? How many times are you gonna say I'm sorry for that? I don't understand. It never is enough for you. I don't fucking believe you, dude. Why do I lie? We've been doing this business for how many years? It's This fucking company was started from the ground up in his fucking garage, and it's still in the fucking garage, man. Do you know why? It's because of my hard work. We get to live in this fucking garage, dude. And you know what? These are my fists. Okay? My fists, this is you. And this is the company, dude. This is the fucking... Yeah, man. I would really love if you didn't do that. Fuck, dude. Remember we want to be millionaires and billionaires? We still can. Why are we giving up? Why are we going to be millionaires and billionaires, dude? Dad would have been really proud of us for everything we've done. So why are you letting yourself on that? He's in Vegas doing fucking cocaine off of fucking paper towel suits, dude. You still are Dad. And you still be proud. Listen, this is what he's doing to us. This is this dad, and this is the fucking us. Damn, dude. I used to be a fucking boxer, dude. And now I'm the CEO. You have a boxer? You ever heard of a fucking boxer? Can't say I was. Listen, man. Listen, every CEO needs help. You don't understand. You don't want my help. Do you not want my help? I'm sitting here, I'm begging. That's your face out of my face, dude. You get your brother, you get your fucking face out of my face, dude. Brother, I'm asking if we can do this. I fucking quit the company, dude. I fucking quit. I'm done. I'm done. Though. Cause I'm the fucking CEO. You better remember that. See, I can't. I remember. I have Alzheimer's, and I'm only 35 years old now. Well, there you go. I told you, I got Alzheimer's. I'm 35 years old. There's so much more we can accomplish with this business. You just calm down. That's how the aim of the is. I gotta think about things, man. I am. I'm telling you, let's talk about space and shit, dude. Think about space every day. Sometimes I think about space, but I'm trying to think here and now. I'm trying to think about our business, how we can grow it. Start a space company. I think we can do it out of this garage. Yes, dude, it's a fucking garage. You can literally make any kind of company in a garage. It's an office, it's a warehouse, it's a fucking factory, dude. You need a tool, bro? Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you, I got the right tool, man. Hold on. Close your eyes there, bro. Yeah. I'll tell you right now. Did you my eyes closed? Yeah. Hold right there. What are the tools? Can I open my eyes now? Can I open my eyes now? Why are you fucking doing it? Why are you looking at me, man? I got problems, don't you know? I'm in your space. I got problems. I got fucking problems doing these fucking drugs. Listen, let's get out of this. We don't need to get out of this. I got these fucking drug problems, you know what I mean? I do, but you don't need to get out of this. It's like... I got these fucking... it's like... These are my drugs, these are the drugs, and this is me. It's like... dude. It's like... fucking understand, dude? Alright, bro. Let's have our meeting next time, man. Calm down. We're gonna work on this business. We're going out of this. It was my bedtime anyways, okay? So just... it's fine, we're gonna eat it later for lunch. Good night, bro. Good night.
Welcome, welcome, and thanks again for tuning in to the Weekly World Review. Today's top story, 5 historical facts that disappeared on Nelson Mandela's 100th birthday. Most likely you or someone you know may have experienced the Mandela effect. Now, for the skeptics and non-believers out there, the Mandela effect is a memory you claim to have experienced, such as a certain event from a different reality, and share the same memories with others. The most popular one is the Berenstain Bears, where many believe this famous children's franchise book was called Berenstain Bears. Now, this effect started back in 2010 on Nelson Mandela's death. Many believed he died in prison back in the 80s as they remembered seeing clips of his funeral broadcasted on television. However, his official death was in 2013 as it's been documented that he was freed in prison back in 1990. Now that you have a little bit of the backstory, earlier last week on July 18th was the celebration of the historic peacemaker's 100th birthday. While the mainstream was remembering his legacy, others have forgotten a significant amount about our history. According to sources from the Beyond, 5 historical events disappeared and vanished from books, websites, magazines, documents, etc. For some reason, events such as the American Revolution, World War II, 9/11, Jesus, and the JFK assassination were removed as though they never happened. There were feuds on social media that occurred between these who remember these events, and others had their memories wiped away. Americans cried out saying how they are still under Britain's control. Others said how there was never Twin Towers, explaining how people just got confused with Minnesota's Minneapolis-St. Paul Twin Cities. People stated how World War II was just based off of a cartoon with Disney's Donald Duck episode, and how animations are always fiction. Others never heard of John F. Kennedy and laughed at the term Jesus, claiming religion started from dinosaurs as many devoted their lives to raptors instead. These confused events were extreme. However, the memories were wiped only on Mandela's 100th birthday. The following day, it was as though these false memories never happened, yet the Beyond has recorded all of them to make us all question, were we accidentally part of a different alternate dimension that day? Hashtag reality check.
Thanks for coming in.
Hey, this is a Freemason handshake.
Are you a Freemason?
No.
Thanks for coming in, man.
No problem, dude.
We are so understaffed, it's ridiculous. We've needed you, so you're like a lifesaver, man. When can you start?
Anytime, and I have a ton of experience too doing this stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome, man, because aisle 4, man, is a nightmare.
Yeah,
just keep.
Anytime, man. What's up, dude?
Dude, the aisles here are chaos. You have to see these house moms. They have no respect for this place.
Hey, not to cut you off, man. My cousin, he sets up aisles for Walmart and all the big companies. You know, Walmart, Kmart, all those guys. I'll get you aisle guy, man. I got the best aisle guy, dude.
Really?
Yeah, man. Hands down, the best aisle guy.
But think of it. There was a kid who was toying around with some scissors the other day. But I mean, how does starting behind the deli counter first sound? You know, the deli counter. What do you think about that?
Dude, I worked at a fish counter. It's basically like that. I mean, like, weighing out fish and weighing cold cuts. Like the same exact thing, dude.
And you know how to remove the bones?
Yeah, I can remove the bones of cold cuts. Yeah, dude, I could remove the cold cuts bone.
You're a funny guy.
Salami bone. Thank you.
That's great. We could use that kind of humor here.
Use our fingernails. My last job, my Uncle Richie used to hit me with his salami bone.
This is a real family store.
Yeah.
So, dude, you could start tomorrow.
What? I got the job?
You got the job.
Could we try in a direction where it doesn't seem like I got the job?
Sure.
I had my Uncle Richard. He used to take the paper towel rolls and he used to just do huge amounts of cocaine off of it.
I don't know.
And that was my 7th birthday.
Yeah, I mean, you really need to. It takes a special kind of person to admit that on a job interview. So, let me ask you something. Where'd you work prior to this?
I mean, I had a couple jobs. I had a couple jobs, last 2 jobs. I worked at a meat factory. I was a supervisor for a day.
What happened? Is there a reason
I honestly don't know why they fired me. They just said I just wasn't good at looking at.
Tell her Harry told you to get a value card. We're gonna make that happen.
What have I been doing with my life?
What's wrong? You have a job here. You're gonna have a family.
I got the job.
Yeah, man. I really need you.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be the best.
It's exciting, man. Thank you, man. Freemason handshake again.
You gotta look customers in the eye. These people won't take you seriously if you don't look them in the eye.
I had a lot of customers when
during that one day at the meat factory?
No, on my other job.
And what was that?
I was a
What's wrong? You have a job here. You're gonna have a family.
I got the job.
Yeah, man. I really need you.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be the best.
It's exciting, man. Thank you, man. Freemason handshake again, dude. Thank.
Welcome back, and thank you for tuning into the Weekly World Review. Time to get crazy, cause it's sponsor time. It's that time again for you to hear a word from our sponsors. As we continue to present you stories without any interruptions, we are proud to announce that this edition of advertisements comes from our exclusive promoters as we reveal top-of-the-line hipster products. Hipsters, the term people tend to get confused with millennials. If you or anyone you know are into vegetarianism, veganism, a gluten-free diet, play a ukulele, wear large glasses, grow lengthy beards, to owning the Mumford & Sons, that is all part of the hipster culture now, as they enjoy clothing, music, food, activities outside of the social mainstream, and their own terminology. Product number 1. The Insta Hipster. For those who just can't get the hipster look down pat, try the new Insta Hipster Spray. That's right, it looks like a can of hairspray and smells like your new favorite vegetable, kale. All you have to do is spray a little bit on, trust us, you don't want to go overboard with it, and you will have your flashy extra large glasses, amazeballs language, vintage mix-match attire, and soon enough others will be begging for you to join their offbeat band. You will find this product on YOLONOTOFOMO.com for $50. Product number 2. The Hipster's Pocket Guide to Metal T-Shirts. You will never look like a fool again. We get it. Hipsters have to appear intelligent as they are the new entrepreneurs of the world with their blogs, podcasts, and vegan food trucks. As much as you want to look great and stand out like a shape in a drape, you must continue to be claws sharp about everything as you continue to wear classic heavy metal t-shirts such as AC/DC, Metallica, and Manowar. You now have a little pocket guide about who you are wearing, and don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to listen to them. You can continue to blast your Bon Iver, Arcade Fire, Foster the People, etc. songs on your vintage cassette tapes. Next time someone walks up to you and asks a question like, what's your favorite AC/DC album? All you have to do is look at your handbook to say, it's Totes 1979's Highway to Hell. Duh, because that's the last album before Bon Scott died. Whatever. Just order now on YOLO to No FOMO for just $6.66. Product number 3, the Matreon Hipster Credit. We get it, you're very busy these days creating your own YouTube channel, blog, or podcast that you don't have time to work a 9 to 5. You'd rather eat a bag of dicks. However, you still need to hit the vintage store or try out the new all-organic vegan restaurant that opened up nearby while exploring the fresh IPA craft beers or dabbling into some mom-and-pop coffee shop. Well, now you can afford all of those items and more with the new Matreon Hipster Credit Card. The card is magically connected to your parents' account and you no longer need their permission. All you have to do is sign up on yolotonofomo.com/MatreonCredit and you will get your card within 3 to 5 business days. Hope you guys like those products. See you next go around.